What's the importance of self-defense? I'd say it's pretty important. There's not much more anything more important than defending yourself or protecting others like your family. How are you going to do it? Mace is effective, so are tasers, but it isn't enough. Personally, I don't think it is. When someone is bearing down on you with the intent to seriously harm you, I'd like to be able to pull out a handgun and make sure that guy never harms anyone ever again. There are countless reports of victims that have publicly stated after they were attacked that they wish they had a gun. There is one website entirely devoted to analyzing reports and seeing if a gun would have made all the difference in an attack. The site is ifonlytheyhadagun.com. Carrying a gun is a constitutional right. They are needed in emergencies, and they are not as bad as many believe. According to the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, people have the right to bear arms. It reads, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people and to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." This amendment's original context was to keep the government from getting too powerful by putting guns in the hands of the people. Arguments were made against the Second Amendment, saying that it is outdated for our government controls the military, which have and use very advanced weapons. Many believe that, although it is a doubtful and practical sense to the people of the U.S. firearm militia, it is important to keep this right intact. Emergencies happen when the use of a gun can be very useful. Crime happens all the time. Most of the emergencies that might recommend or require a gun are in self-defense. Lives can be saved and crimes can be stopped if a person carrying a concealed gun comes across a crime in progress. For example, a gas station robbery or an assault in an alley. According to the Maryland Gazette, a man carrying a concealed gun October 10th, about a month ago. A man walked into a robbery in progress of a gas station. Details are unclear as to how, but the man was able to scare the thieves into surrendering until the police arrived. If this man would have not chosen to go to this gas station, who knows what could have happened. It is proven that people carrying guns prevent crime. At first, it would seem that more people with guns would mean more crimes that would happen. So according to Gary Kleck, author of Point Blank Handgun Violence in America, less than 2% of violent crimes are committed with a gun involved. The number of publicly owned guns in the United States is almost enough for every man, woman, and child, and as more and more people carry guns and own guns, the number of self-defense murders has increased. This proves that the good people who are being assaulted in some way are preventing some sort of crime in self-defense. Not only do people carrying guns decrease crime by stopping as it happens, for example, I believe a criminal would think twice before committing a crime if the criminal knew that there was a good chance of the citizen who carrying a gun concealed on themselves. James Earl Jones, a pro-gun advocate, states, "The world is filled with violence. Because criminals carry guns, we decent, law-abiding citizens should also have guns. Otherwise they will win and the decent people will lose." In conclusion, the right to carry a gun has many pros. Emergencies happen and crimes can be prevented. It is a constitutional right that hopefully will not be overturned for a long time. It is legal for legal adults to have weapons and carry concealed guns. Almost every state has different restrictions on buying guns and carrying a concealed gun. Some argue that it is too easy for people to buy guns and more background checks should be in place before a person can legally buy a gun, but that is an argument of its own.